Hi, Rob. My name is Alex Wood with Peloton SEO. We're a digital marketing company here in Denver, and spoke to you on the phone while you're driving, so I can tell you're a hardworking roofer. Yeah, I've been in roofing since the 1980s. Also did 6 years as a claims adjuster. Now I just really enjoy helping roofing companies move up and get in a great position on page one of Google. So I was doing some research and I came across your website, and I'm shooting this quick video to show you 3 tips you can start doing today to attract more customers. And if you think, why would I do it for free? Well, most people just don't have a clue how websites rank. So I shoot these quick videos to give some understanding of what goes on behind the scenes. All right, so the 3 things I want to talk about are content, citations, and backlinks. Content's anything you can see on your homepage, all the words, the pictures, videos, and what's behind the pictures. So you click on this and right click and see Save As, and you see Golden Sky Roofing. So your web developer did a good job. They put a keyword behind a picture. That's always preferable. So the first tip is you want enough authoritative content explaining what you guys do and who you are. And let's pull up your website. I use a tool called Word Counter. You can grab this online yourself. And I'm showing you competition here, Metro City Roofing. They do a few things so well that they're ranking on every page throughout Denver. And I've never seen their trucks, but they're definitely getting a lot of calls. They're getting so many calls due to high demand, they're only servicing hail-affected homes at this time. I haven't seen that from a lot of companies. Anyway, when we put them in Word Counter, they have 2,831 words. So a lot of places to put keywords. When we look at your website, I go to the bottom. Sorry, I'll make you a little dizzy here. We're going to grab all your words, Control C, and we'll put them into Word Counter. There we go. And instead of 2,830 words, you have, excuse me, 1,274 words. So not as many. Google likes to see around 1,500 words of content for the top 3 spots. But in competitive areas like this, you see why they're winning. They're totally beatable. We just need to add another 400 or 500 words over the 2,800 to your homepage. And that's to get keywords in. Your customers are putting keywords in and phrases every single month. And so we want to make sure we have those relevant keywords on your website throughout this content we're talking about. So using a tool called Ahrefs, it allows us to reverse engineer what your top competitors are doing and see how they're ranking, and we beat them because we know what they're doing. So you're being found for 2 keywords on your homepage. When I click on it, they're Golden Sky Roofing and Green Sky, which probably isn't helping you. Golden Sky, it's good to have that on. You want keywords relevant to your name, but you also want keywords like Metro City's got, you look at theirs, they have 80 keywords, and you'll see every variation of Denver's on here, but they also have them for Castle Rock and every other town because they have back pages. So if we look at one of them, Denver Roof Repair, you look at this, it's got 500 searches a month, but the parent topic keyword is Roofing Companies Denver. If you put that keyword on your website, Google will reward you with other top keywords because that's a parent keyword. So they'll give you others because they understand what you do as you're giving the parent keyword. So, it's just a matter of doing more than your competition until you get well ahead of them. Then you can taper down the amount of content on a page. If we go and we look at Control F on your website, if I do that and I put in roof repair, you're on there 3 times. And if I back it off to roof, you're on there 10 times. If I get on a Metro City and I do Control F, roof repair, they're on there 10 times. So that's where I say I recommend you being on there 13 or 14 times for that keyword to beat them. Look at how many times they have roof on, 169. You can do that when you have almost 3,000 words of content. All right, so moving on. When we do a word search in Google for a keyword like Castle Rock roof repair, at the top of the page, you have the sponsored or paid ads. Only about 20% of people will click on these paid ads, but they're kind of scary because you can spend a lot of money and not get a result from them. And also anyone with searches with ad blockers won't see the ads. So they can be a real money pit. When we run ads for clients, we like to send them to a landing page. There we give them one offer to convert, avoiding multiple clicks on the website. The next section down is called the map section, as you're probably familiar. This is where your Google business profile lives. About 30% of traffic stops and clicks on these top spots when researching websites. And this is not a paid section, but requires diligent work to get a high ranking. This is where your citations come in. The second point. What is a citation and why does it matter? Well, a citation is your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories all throughout the web. We also call it the NAP. And the more times you get the NAP online, the more relevance and trust you build with Google. Angie's List, Better Business Bureau, and all these on this chart are examples of citations. We use tools to find out how many citations your competitors have and then go out and find you more so you dominate them. To crack the top 3, you usually need between 150 and 300 consistent citations. So the Google Business Profile requires a lot of work in a competitive area. We add social media, images, videos, reviews, and blogs like People Also Ask questions to your profile to get you ranked, not just listed. Now, tip number 3 has to do with the section underneath the map. It's called the organic section. About 75% of all clicks go to businesses listed on the first page. And this is where most of the monthly traffic is generated. These businesses have the highest trust with Google and customers. It has to do a lot with something called backlinks. Backlinks are what help you get found. So this is when another website includes a clickable link that points back to your website. And they're not, it's like a popularity contest. The more of these you have, the more powerful and relevant your position with Google. So this pushes you up the organic rankings. So you need these relevant sites pointing back to you, as all backlinks are not created equal. Google wants to see links from websites in your industry, things like local directories, service blogs, suppliers, and organizations. A random link from an unrelated website does not help. A link from a Pizza Hut pointing back to you will confuse Google and can actually hurt your authority. So this would be a spam link and it should be removed. Okay, so in order to take a look at some of these backlinks, we use Ahrefs and other tools. When we look at your keywords, now we look at your backlinks, you have 165 backlinks. If we look at Metro City Roof, they have, go back to their stats page, they have 368. So basically they have more links pointing back to them, more chances for the customers to find them. Adding backlinks is an ongoing process, like a monthly process. And you just keep adding them until you're ahead of everybody, and then you keep adding more so that you dominate them, just like with content, just like with citations. Looking back at Metro City, the one point I really wanted to point out to you folks is if you look at the bottom of their website, homepage, they have it on every page, by the way. Look at all their service areas. They're only in one spot in Denver, but they have a page for each one of these service areas. And they hide keywords relevant to those towns all in that page. Then they also interlink every page to each other throughout the website. This makes them rank as high as they do. I don't know that they're a very special company. Like I said, I've never seen their trucks, but I'd love to see you getting the amount of calls they are. So that's why I showed them to you. So there you are, some information to help you understand how to win online. If you'd like to know more about how I can help your business succeed, reach out to me. I'd love to chat. Thanks for your time and have a great day. Cheers.